Hello Year 1, I hope that you are all doing really well and enjoying the sunshine today. Now we have finished with our fractions learning, so we've learnt about halving and quartering shapes and halving and quartering amounts. So today it is time for our quiz. Before we start the quiz, please can you write the short date 22/05/2020 and the title Fractions Quiz. To complete the quiz you will need your workbook, a pencil, some small objects to help you with your working out, and if you want to you can download the test paper from the website or you can just copy the questions from the video. So question number 1, match two halves that make a whole. Question number 2, circle half of the bears. So we have an amount of bears here and you need to circle half of them. Circle a quarter of the bears. Again, we have an amount of bears here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you need to circle a quarter of them. Circle half of the donuts and fill in the box. So find out how many are half and circle them and then write the amount. Half of 10 is something. Circle a quarter of the eggs and fill in the gaps. There are something eggs all together, so you need to count all of the eggs. A quarter of something is something. So how many eggs are there and then find out how many a quarter is. Question number 6. Colour half of each shape and fill in the box. Now this is a bit tricky. So we have different ways of showing 4 squares connected to each other and you need to colour half of them. And then tell me something is half of 4. So what is half of 4 and fill in the box. Question number 7. Tick the shapes which are half shaded. Remember, half is 2 equal parts. Here are a quarter of the apples from a fruit bowl. How many apples are there in the fruit bowl altogether? So you're not finding a quarter of the apples, this is a quarter of the apples. How many apples are in the fruit bowl altogether? Now that was quite a tricky quiz, so well done for finishing it. And here are the answers. So the half of a triangle matches to the other half. Half of a pentagon matches to the other half. And then we have one left. Well done if you got that correct. Circle half of the bears. So altogether we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then imagine if we drew a line down the middle to half them. Here is our half. So half of 8 is 4. Well done if you got that correct. You could have also circled 4 individually. As long as you have 4 bears circles, then you've got it correct. Circle a quarter of the bears. So a quarter of 8 is 2. So as long as you have 2 bears circled, well done. Circle half of the donuts and fill in the box. So I had 10 donuts and I needed to circle half of them, so half of 10 is 5. Well done if you've got that correct. Circle a quarter of the eggs and fill in the gaps. So I have 4 groups and I'm looking for 1 quarter, so that's 1 of the 4 equal groups. So I have circled it and there are 40 eggs altogether, 10, 20, 30, 40. And a quarter of 40 is 10. Well done if you got that correct. Colour half of each shape and fill in the box. So as long as you have 2 squares shaded in, coloured in for each of the different shapes, then that is fine. 2 is half of 4. Well done. Tick the shapes which are half shaded. Remember, half is 2 equal parts. So these 2 triangles here are 2 equal parts with one of them shaded. But this bit here is a lot smaller than the white bit. And this bit is not equal either. So well done if you got that correct. Here are a quarter of the apples from a fruit bowl. How many apples are there in the fruit bowl altogether? So we started with 3, so that was 1 equal group. But we needed to have 4 equal groups. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 apples in the fruit bowl together. Well done if you got that correct. Now that was a really tricky quiz today, Year 1, and I can't wait to see how well you all did. And it's time for our shout-outs. Well done to Aditi, who has done some beautiful, beautiful work. She was looking at finding a quarter of an amount. Well done, Idris, for also finding a quarter of an amount. What I love about Idris's work is how he's been neatly drawing the examples by himself. Well done, Idris. Well done to Darsh for all of his problem-solving activities. And Darsh has done some really good writing because he has also remembered his leading lines in maths as well. Well done, Darsh. Well done to Tommy for finding half of an amount. And Tommy is also working hard on his handwriting. Well done, Tommy. Well done to Shoria for finding a quarter of an amount in maths. Beautiful work. And well done to Daniel, especially for sorting halves and quarters into categories and working out his problem solving and reasoning questions. Now remember to send your work to the Year 1 email address, and I hope you all have a lovely week holiday.